Are you frustrated with online dating? Confused by all the new apps and fancy dating sites? Do you find yourself choosing the wrong person again and again? Well, studies show that hiring a dating coach can maximize your online dating experience. So no worries, I've got you. And I've created a virtual course called Doing Dating Right. It's a 5 video series that you can complete at your own pace in your own space, right at home. How to write your online dating bio, pick that perfect picture, and so much more. Want more info? Go to my website at jenniferhurwitz.com. Again, it's jenniferhurwitz.com. Good morning. Good morning. This is Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurwitz. I'm your host every Tuesday and Friday. And today I'm solo. So that means it's a Friday Just Jen episode. And I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So welcome. 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 It's February. This may be my Valentine's Day episode. I don't know if it is. Because you never know when I'm going to pop up these Just Jen episodes. They're sometimes a surprise to me as well. So who knows? But if it's Friday and it's Valentine's Day, or if it's Friday, it's Valentine's Day weekend, or it's the month of February, everyone's always talking about Valentine's Day. And oh, it's Valentine's Day. And oh, I just love Valentine's Day. And it's great. Well, if you're single, Valentine's Day can really suck. And if you're going through a divorce, it can even suck more. And if you don't like Valentine's Day because it's a Hallmark holiday, then you know what? Who cares? But some people love Valentine's Day. I happen to be one of those people that, yes, I know, Cupid shot me in the ass with an arrow. I happen to love Valentine's Day, whether I'm single, whether I'm dating, whether I'm with someone. And here's why I love Valentine's Day. I love it because I love love, and I love big, and I love being in love, and I love loving people. And I think love is, I just love it. I love love. And here's why. When I had kids, I decided that Valentine's Day was no longer going to be. Wait, hold on, strike that. Maybe this is why I'm divorced, but I decided that love was no longer going to be or Valentine's Day was no longer going to be about my spouse, my husband, and I. It was going to be more about, because I'd spent all my Valentine's days, like with partners and dating and date parties at sorority rush and blah blah blah. So I thought, you know what? It's enough about me. It's enough about the flowers and the cards for me. That's Mother's Day, right? So I figured I'm going to make Valentine's Day about my children. And me and my sister used to do like these like baskets and treasure hunts and fun stuff. And my mom always did stuff for us on Valentine's Day. Every Valentine's Day, we would get something from my mom. We still do. My mom still sends me stuff for Valentine's Day. Um, so I don't know. I just made it like about me and my kids, and I would make them like these cute little baskets with all these fun Pez dispensers and stupid toys and like, little shit things that they don't, candy, whatever. And it became a tradition where like, I didn't have a Valentine's Day in my house that my kids weren't expecting something from me. And then if they didn't get something from someone at school or someone that they really crushing on, or they didn't get, they didn't do like the Valentine exchange thing, then their hearts weren't broken. And they always had their mom to send them something. Aw. I don't know. Maybe I'm making a bunch of big old babies, but I don't really care. That's how I do it. So, anywho, I'm going to talk about love today. And I did a reel. I like to talk about my reels sometimes after I post them, or my carousels, because people give me all this feedback and I would like to talk about it. So, I did a reel the other day, which blew up quickly. Is love enough? And I said, all you need is love. Bum, ba-da-da-da. I'm singing, all you need is love. Well, here's the thing. I used to think that love is all you need to have a relationship. Like if you were in love, it didn't matter. As long as you loved each other, you could conquer all these cliches. Love could conquer all. There you go. Love is all you need. Um, whatever, all this crap. And I learned going through, relationships and relationships and relationship after relationship, that love is not enough to sustain a relationship long term. It's just not. Clients come to me and they're like, but I love him. We should be able to make it work. I love her. Why isn't our love enough? It's not that your love isn't enough. Love is definitely necessary to sustain your relationship. Yes, you must be. Look, love is going to change, right? Love changes throughout your relationship. It goes through stages. You have mutual. We're going to talk about this, but like affirmation and lust and love, and it all changes, right? But here's the deal. You can be in love one day, you can love the next day, you can hate them, but you have to love your partner, sure. But there are things that you need in your relationship that you have to have also to thrive and to be successful and to have a healthy, long lasting relationship that I didn't even think about when I was younger, that I wish I would have known. I wish that someone would have said to me, hey, Jennifer, guess what? Get that Cupid arrow out of your ass. Love is not all you need. And here are a couple of big ones that you better be working on also. Okay. Yeah. Chemistry, great. Sure. You like to fuck him. That's wonderful. Yeah. He's great in bed. Who doesn't want that? Right. That is not sustainable throughout life because life is going to change. Your vagina is going to dry up. Mine hasn't yet, thank God, but your vagina is going to dry up. His penis isn't going to work. Are you still going to be in love? Yes, you need love. But guess what else you need? You need lube. I'm just kidding. No, you do. But you also need to have a couple things. I'm going to start with number one, mutual respect for one another. If you don't respect your partner, and I mean like deeply to his core, to your core, you don't respect each other, this ain't going to work. If you can't roll over in the morning and have respect for the person you're with, and I mean like really respect him, it's not going to happen. Find it. You know, you can't respect someone. You can't, dig that up out of someone. It has to, you have to respect them. If you don't, you can't get, I don't think you can gain respect, sure, but I don't think you can get it back once it's lost. I don't think you can. It's a very slippery slope, very slippery slope. Number two for me is kindness. If someone that you love does something unkind in your presence, whether it's to you or to your children or to another human being, and you find that person to all of a sudden be unkind or have a Grinch-like heart, or or all of a sudden the kindness is gone, um, it's hard. It's hard to be with someone who's unkind. I could never be with someone who didn't have kindness in their heart, or love for other human beings, or care and understanding. Those things all go together. And if you can't be kind to each other, name calling and yelling. And that's emotional abuse. No one should be yelling at you. I grew up in a house where we yelled. We were yellers. We had a random family paradigm. I don't know if you're familiar with family paradigms. Random, open, synchronous, and closed family paradigms. They're huge, huge. You know, I can't think of the word, but they have a lot to do with the way that you parent your own. The way you parent and the way your family paradigms are when you grow up. I came from a random family where we were always screaming and yelling, and it was crazy, and it was also open where we could talk to one another, right? But a random family, it's off the wall. Everyone used to say, "Oh, it's the Hollywood Hurwitzes," blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. But we always yelled and screamed, and we always knew that we loved each other. But when I met my partner, or also my husband, we didn't. They didn't come from a random family where it was yelling and screaming and we could say whatever we wanted, but we knew we would. So when I started dating Mark, my husband, and I was a screamer and I went from 0 to 60, he was like, whoa. And he shut down because that was just too much for him. Right. So I saw his shutting down as, I got angry. Why is he quiet? Why can't he? So that leads us into the next thing, which is communication. Everyone has different communication styles, but overall, you have to know and learn how to communicate with one another. Love doesn't matter if you guys can't talk to each other. You can love each other all day long, up and down the street, backwards, forwards, down dog. But if you cannot communicate with each other and you cannot fight fairly and conflict and resolve your conflict in a manner that is mature and kind and give your partner a safe space to talk. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you cannot communicate, I didn't know how. I did not know how to communicate with my husband. I wish I knew then what I know now, because I have fabulous communication skills. Yes, I do. I've done the work, and I know my attachment style. I know my love language. I know my family paradigm. I know all about it. And I can communicate now. I'm also a coach, but I can communicate way better than I did then. But I got help. I learned about myself. I did self work, tons of it. If you don't know how to communicate, learn. Don't come to me knocking on my door and say, I can't learn. I don't know. He doesn't know how to communicate with me, and it's just he can't. No. Do the work If you want your relationship to work, you must do the work yourself. On yourself, for your relationship, and I mean both of you. Takes two to tango. You must do the work. Love is not enough. So we have mutual respect, we have kindness, we have good communication, trust and honesty. They go hand in hand. I don't care how much you love each other. I don't care. I love you when you go to bed at night. If you don't trust the person laying next to you, how in God's name are you going to have a relationship with this person? Okay. If you're lying to your partner, and I'm not talking about just like, oh yeah, I took the trash out yesterday. No, I didn't. No, I'm talking about like lies, like lying, like deep seated lies. I mean, if you can sleep with your, sleep at night, that's fine. But I'm telling you, it just there's. But here's the other thing too. If your partner can't give you a space, a safe space to come clean, that's communication issues. So just see how they all stack up. One follows the other. I had something that I had to tell my partner recently. I went to him and I said, "Look, I have something that I want to share with you that you're not going to like. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be comfortable. You're not going to want to hear it, and you're not going to like it. But I have to share it with you because I want you to trust me. And moving forward, we can't go anywhere if I don't share it with you. But I need you to give me a safe space to do it. And if you cannot give me a safe space, and your reaction is going to be such that you're going to stonewall me or shut me down, or you're going to slam the door in my face, or you're not, whatever." Then this is not going any further. Like we have to be able to coexist in a place where we can both communicate openly. He did. He said, "No, I've got you. This is a safe space." I shared with him what I needed to share. Yes, he was not happy, but guess what? That's how you work. That's how it has to work. Now, 10 years ago, could we have done that? Absolutely not. 10 years ago, could I have done that? Could I have actually? Absolutely not. No, I could not have. Which leads me into my next thing. And then I have 11 minutes here. I'm boring you, but it's empathy. Empathy is different than sympathy. If you don't know the difference between empathy and sympathy, go look it up. It's different. Sympathy is from afar, right? You feel bad from afar. Oh my gosh, she lost her dog. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry she lost her dog. I feel bad for her. That's really sad. Empathy is actually being close to that person, feeling, putting yourself in that person's shoes and empathizing, trying to feel and understand the emotions that person is going through. Okay. It's much more vulnerable, puts you much more vulnerable. I can't speak today, vulnerable position. And it is what you share when you love someone. I'm not asking you to empathize with the milkman down the street or the guy who comes to drop off your UPS man. You don't know him. You're not going to share your deepest, darkest whatevers with the guy down the street or their manicurist. You're going to sympathize. Oh my gosh, your mom, your mom is sick. I'm so sorry for your loss or blah, blah, blah. But you empathize with someone that you care about, you love about, you have mutual respect for. Okay. All of these things on Valentine's Day. Yes, this is enough. Love is not enough. You have to have everything that goes with it. Everything. Do you want me to sing to you? I could sing to you some more. Love is all you. No, I know. I'm not going to sing, but here's the deal. Love each other and respect each other and find that love in your heart. But no, tell your kids, you know what? I'm going to sit my kids down and tell them that, they love so differently when they're young, right? My kids are in college. If you don't know this, I have one at college and one going into college, and they both have girlfriends, and they both, I don't know if they've said I love you yet. It's not my business, but they'll tell me. Yes, they will. And I do know, I'm just not sharing it with the world. But I want them to have good relationships. I don't care if they, use the L word. I want them to respect and be mensches, and I want them to be kind to these girls. And I asked my son the other day, I said, "Are you being a mensch? Are you being kind?" And he said, "I can't believe you have to ask me that, Mom. What do you think?" And I was like, "God damn, I love that kid." He said, "Of course I'm a mensch. Of course I'm kind." I said, "Do you listen to," I don't want to use her name because whatever, "do you listen to her and say nice things?" He said, I compliment her. I listen. And I was like, that is, you know what? That's right. That's my kid. Proud of him. I'm proud of both of my boys. They are menches and they are strong. They're protecting those girls. And I think it's important that we make strong male kids and men who are understanding that girls need to be safe. Okay. I heard something yesterday from Indiana University where they said that they're closing down the fraternities and sororities, I guess, or cracking down on it because there were like, I don't know, 25 something cases of sexual assault in the last 6 weeks. I don't know, something, maybe that's totally wrong, but whatever the case is that they were saying that the girls know that they can't walk into a fraternity house without 10 other girls with them. And I was like, isn't that strange that we have to teach our girls that they can't walk into a fraternity house unless they have 10 other girls with them? How about we teach our boys that when a girl walks into the fraternity house alone, that she's protected, that she feels safe, that she doesn't have to worry about being in a position where guys are going to do anything to her? How about we teach our boys that? Oh, I'm going off on a tangent. Oh my God, I'm at 14 minutes too long. Too long. Anyway, love, 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 love each other. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. I always say this. I feel like I say the same thing. Please check out my website, jenniferhurwitz.com. Please join my Facebook group, Doing Relationships Right, over on Facebook. And buy me a cup of coffee, would you? I'd love you to buy me a cup of coffee at buymeacupofcoffee.com. And that's that. If you have any questions for me or you ever want to reach out and say hi, please do. On Instagram, DM me and we'll talk. Also, I'm coaching. You can use me for a coach. Did you guys know that? I'm a dating coach, relationship coach. Reach out to me. I'm around. Everybody, peace, love, and so much truth. Have a fantastic day.